And I'm talking to you because I want to build a community. And in this community, I want to share about what I like, what I'm interested about, and hopefully you like those things too. For example, I like the concept of the infinite banking. I like the model of direct selling, multi-level marketing more than the corporate model, more than being an employee, having a small business from your house. That's the type of things that I like. I also love aviation. I had two airplane crashes. I got burned 78% on second and third degree in my first crash, but nothing happened in the second crash to me, but I lost the airplane. So that kind of made me think hard that I should not continue flying low because that's what I was doing. I was doing crop dusting. I was flying agricultural work. I was doing spraying, seeding. So after that second crash, I decided I was going to fly high from there on. I still like to do uh, some low flying, like um, on top of the runway. Sometimes I simulate an engine failure that takes me close to the ground, and but I gotta be honest, I'm doing that in Microsoft Simulator because I haven't been able to renew my license yet. But I'll let you know when I will get back on the air because I'm in the process of regaining my pilot license, which is the same as um, like having well, no, it's much better than a real estate license or um, insurance license because those you have to be renewing with taking some classes and some exams. Now, in aviation, your license doesn't have expiration. It depends on your medical license. It depends on your physical and mental health to fly. So as long as you keep in shape and your mind is sound, then you can keep flying. So if we're able to manage that and we're in good shape at about 105, 110, we can be flying. So I I flew after that second crash. I immigrated to the United States. I decided to make a living here, and I flew in Florida from 1996 to 2002. Then I stopped flying. Well, flying for the heck of it, flying for the enjoyment is expensive. So it's important to fly being paid for it, or being able to fly that you don't have to pay for the flying time. You don't have to pay for the airplane. So that's what I'm looking to do now. As soon as I get my license back and I took my check ride that authorized me to fly that the certified flight instructor tells me, yeah, I trust that you're not going to be a danger to society flying, then I will get back flying. And I joined the Civil Air Patrol because with the Civil Air Patrol, I can be doing service, and I don't have to pay to fly their airplanes. I won't get paid to fly their airplanes, but to me, at this age, it's a good trade. I will be able to fly without paying. So this is what I want this community about. If you are a pilot, you want to join my community, fantastic. Maybe we will be able to do something together. I'm even thinking on the possibility of buying an airplane, but to lower the cost of the maintenance, I'm thinking on an experimental airplane and bought among a few partners. So that's why if you're a pilot and you want to join my community, and maybe you are interested on possibly buying an airplane, then come and join me. And we can use platforms like the infinite banking. That's something that I discovered in 2005, and it changed my perception, my thinking about how money works and governments. Because, for example, what we have now as the monetary system is awful because it is in control of the banksters and the Federal Reserve, which is uh, which is a cabal of several big banksters. So it's controlled by them, and all the decisions that they take is for their benefit. So when we go and bank with them, we are helping them. We are allowing them to control our money and profit from what our money can produce. So that's what the infinite banking can help us with. We can create a bank. And a bank is not a brick and mortar place in a corner of a city where we have a lot of windows to wait on the people and clerks. No, it's nothing like that. A bank is an accumulation of something. Have you heard of of food bank? That's an accumulation of food. Have you heard of um, a blood bank? Is an accumulation of blood. There's even a bank on a river. It's kind of the border, the side of a river. So bank doesn't necessarily mean a local of brick and mortar where there are a bunch of clerks that wait on the people taking their money. So we can create our own bank using the infinite banking that has tremendous advantages. We basically will be using the insurance industry as the platform to manage our money. Why? Because of all the benefits. Because the ones that will profit from what our money can produce for the rest of our lives will be ourselves, the owner of this type of bank, which works the same as a bank. We can deposit money there, we can withdraw money from there, we can pay interest when we take a loan, we get paid interest when we deposit money in there, and we are in total control. We actually earn guaranteed interest. Where do we get guaranteed interest? Um, in the bank? Well, in the conventional bank, as long as they don't get in trouble, they probably will pay us the interest. But what about dividends? We don't get any dividend from a bank unless we buy shares. So we become part owners. Well, guess what? The platform that we use to control our money with the insurance industry allows us to be part owner of these insurance companies because the ones that we use are mutual companies. And the owners of a mutual company are the policy owners. So if you own a dividend paying whole life insurance contract, you'll be part owner of that bank. And that's why you will get dividends and you will get guaranteed interest. And you don't have to pay taxes while your money grows in there. Because what happened is the the whole life insurance contract pre, um, preceded the IRS in existence. The, the, the whole life contract existed prior to the creation of the IRS. So that grandfather the fact that we don't pay any tax in the growth of the capital inside the infinite banking. And when we take loans, and people say, but if it's my bank, if it's my account, why do I have to pay interest? Well, you are part owner of that bank. But the loan that you take is not your money. It's money that belongs to the bank, that belongs to all of us. But you use your own money as the collateral for the loan that you're taking. And that gives tremendous benefits. So you don't have to pay tax. It's not counted as income. Um, you get guaranteed interest plus dividends. The dividends are not guaranteed, but in this kind of mutual companies that we work with that have existed for more than 100 years, they have always paid that dividend. So to me, that's like a guarantee. So what else? It's invisible to financial advisors in universities and in places where we go to find if we can get a loan in very affordable terms, or maybe a grant. So, like in the case of an advisor for a university, where they'll give you monetary help for you to go to the university or your children. Well, they don't see that we have a policy, an infinite banking policy, a dividend paying whole life insurance policy. So we could have $5 million in there, $10 million, and we want to send our kid to a university, and they still will grant us some money or give us a very affordable loan if the child has the merit for it. So that's that's a good thing. Now, if we die, our beneficiaries get the death benefit without having to pay tax. I mean, the transfer of that money to the beneficiaries is uh, is tax free, so they get the money tax free. I mean, later on with the use of the money, they might have to pay some tax, but if they learn about the concept and they build their own bank, they create their own policy, then they can take the same advantages. So this concept is also great to educate our children, our grandchildren, children, and to pass money to them tax free and pass this knowledge. It is also protected. If you get into an accident and you hurt somebody and this person sues you rightly, then they can take money that you have in the bank or maybe some property that you don't have protected. Maybe if you don't have your house, maybe on a trust, then they can take your house. But even if you're even paying whole life insurance contract is not inside a trust, it is basically a trust. So they don't touch it because it behaves similar to um, to an IRA, 401k for retirement. That's money that when they sue you, they can't touch. So all those benefits you can get. So you have access to money, no questions asked. So that's liquidity. And you can pay back the money at your own um, in your own terms. You can pay no interest at all. You can pay small interest, like 1, 2%, 3%. You can pay the interest that the company might demand, maybe about 5%. You can pay the interest that you want to pay. You can pay 18% interest back. I believe if you try to pay 20% interest, they might not allow it because they might call it usury. But a credit card company, if you don't pay them on their terms, they can charge you 25% interest, up to almost 30% interest. And that's not usury. So those are two types of rules for them and rules for us. So the infinite banking is a fantastic concept to help us grow capital, and we are on the control of it. So that's the, the best part of it. We are in control because with an account in a conventional bank, we are not in control. They are. We say well, it's my account. They have to respect my money. Well, yes and no. It depends if they have a financial problem. Then you might not get your money back. Because if you remember how you put the money through that shuttle that you put in that little cylinder and it goes inside that tube and it's shoosh, and it goes in there. The moment you let go of that money and close that window and press that button that propels that cylinder, that's not your money. That money changes title and it belongs to the bank. Now, the bank will give you an IOU and they will pay you as long as they don't have a financial problem. But if they do, you might not see your money. And probably from time to time, you have received a letter from the bank telling you that they are changing terms, that the amount of deposits that you need to make are this much, that the minimum is this much, that the amount of transactions that you have to make are this much, that the interest that they're going to pay you from there on is this much. So if they are able to change the terms and they send you a letter to tell you about it, what does that tell you? Are you the owner of the account, or are they the owners of the account? They just let you use it so they can profit from your money. Well, if you want to join me and learn about these things and learn about what I know about direct selling and the home based business, and maybe share with you some of the ones that I'm doing, then join me. And if you are in network marketing, of course, join me. I like the network marketing model. Now, you can contact me at my LinkedIn page at Jorge E. Herrera.com, and that will take you to my profile, Jorge E. Herrera, IBC Cash Flow Advocate. IBC is Infinite Banking Concept. Infinite Banking Concept. So contact me there. Let's have a conversation. Put me some information under the videos that you are watching, and then we'll talk. We'll see if we can grow together. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.